Well, it's another week where House Republicans are bringing bills to the floor to make life more affordable for hardworking families. And if you look at some of the bills that we're bringing this week, more bills to cut red tape. I think families all across America know that Washington usually spends a lot of time at a lot of these federal agencies adding mountains of red tape that just jack up the cost of doing everything in their daily lives. And people are fed up with it. The good news is Republicans are doing something about it. We're bringing bills to reform these laws, to cut red tape in Washington. President Trump did that starting day one, signing executive order after executive order to cut some of the mountains of red tape that Joe Biden added, that were adding so much cost to people's lives. If you just go look at the thousands of rules and regulations that Joe Biden added during his 4 years in office, it added an extra $15,000 per household in extra cost for families. Think about that. A family who's struggling is spending an extra $15,000 to pay for Washington red tape. Now, most families think that that is insane and crazy, and it is. The good news is Republicans are doing something about it. Democrats fight us every step of the way, and that's fine. You're going to be able to see more votes on the House floor that show you where people stand when it comes to allowing families to have more money in their pockets. When people filled out their taxes last week, and we're getting on average $3,400 back because of the bill that we passed, they also recognize that every Democrat voted against that bill because every Democrat wanted to take that money away from them. And if Democrats got the majority, they would reverse those tax cuts so that all hardworking families in America would pay more money to Washington for more fraud. That's what Democrats want. They want to be able to grow the size of government, letting billions being stolen by their friends. And then when we bring anti-fraud measures, they fight that too. But if you look at the bills we're bringing, the Fire Act, for example, allows people to manage forests again so that you don't have wildfires that burn down communities. It's insane that some of the fires that we've seen that have burned communities all across this country were completely preventable, except red tape, primarily out of Washington, stops local communities from managing their own forests. Let's prevent wildfires. The Fire Act allows that to happen, not only cutting red tape, but saving communities from these wildfires that we see all around the country. If you look at Clay Fuller's resolution, I mean, how about this guy? Comes in, he's not even, he's still got the new member of Congress smell. He's been here a week. And he's already bringing a piece of legislation to the floor to stand up for rural communities in America, to talk about how important rural America is to this great nation. And so I urge everybody to vote for Congressman Fuller's legislation. But it's great to have a fighter for rural America up here in Washington. We're sure glad to have him as a member of our conference. And then we're bringing a bill on the Endangered Species Act, probably one of the most abused laws there is. You've got mice running around that nobody wants, by the way, but the Endangered Species Act will protect a mice over the ability to build a house for somebody in communities where we're trying to get more housing. They'll find things that never even existed. Somebody says they saw some bird flying around a property, and next thing you know, you can't build a house, you can't build a road, you can't build a bridge because of some of these laws being abused over and over again, not to protect species, but to block the ability for us to build things in America. And by the way, abuses of laws like the Endangered Species Act are some of the things that drive up costs on people. You want to bring down affordability? Cut the red tape in Washington. Stop the abuses of some of these laws that are out there, not to protect species, but to allow radical environmentalist groups to go file lawsuits against developments in America so you can't build housing anymore. We're going to open that up again and actually bring common sense back to Washington. It's encouraging and refreshing to see that common sense coming back. We need more of it. We're going to continue delivering with this Republican majority and our speaker who is at the forefront of leading that effort.